Climate talks are also underway in Britain as London Climate Action Week gets underway. Karla Hill is E3G's Chief Programme Officer and the Director of London Climate Action Week. Karla, welcome. As so often happens in the weird world of news, other stuff happens and important stories like this get knocked off the news agenda. I wonder how challenging today is turning out for you.
Indeed. Good afternoon and thanks for having me on the programme. Well, London Climate Action Week got off to a huge start this morning despite extreme heat. The Met Office has issued a warning of extreme heat in London for the next 4 days. Obviously, climate change is playing a role in that. So we are, for the first time, issuing a safety advisory to our many participants. But that has not stopped us all gathering, and neither has the news about the UK government having a change of leader coming up. In fact, we're seeing really strong participation from countries, bringing ministers from around 70 different countries, the UN Secretary Generals coming to town. And this morning in London's Guildhall, we had COP presidencies from Australia, Brazil, Turkey, Ethiopia, all gathered, and the Pacific also with Australia. And so really London Climate Action Week is getting underway. This will be the largest edition ever. This is the 8th edition. This will be one of the largest independent climate events in the world this year. And we are really excited about all of the action and the collaboration, the connection that is happening in London this week.
The United States has so often, as before, stepped out of so many climate gatherings. Where do you see global leadership on climate coming from?
Well, it's here in London today, and as you say, the US, in fact, and the international climate regime has come in and out of that regime over the last 30 years, not least of all when it failed to ratify the Kyoto Protocol. So today we do see, of course, unprecedented fracture and rupture in the international system. And climate, I think, is really showing new forms of cooperation. And we see London Climate Action Week as being one of those visible moments of global cooperation. It's a key moment in the global climate calendar. It's positioned between the two UN climate COPs in Belém last year and coming up in Antalya this year in Turkey. So London is really the perfect moment for people to come together and really do the work. You mentioned in your correspondent earlier implementation, and that is really one of the words that is on everyone's lips. So the action in London Climate Action Week is very deliberate. It's a centre for green finance. It's a centre for the built environment. It's a centre for AI. So all of those conversations will be happening in London this week.
Karla, thank you very much indeed for your time. Karla Hill, E3G's Chief Programme Officer and the Director of London Climate Action Week.